Hey everybody, my name is Wakas Huck and I'm a fourth year medical student at UT Southwestern Medical School over in Dallas. I graduated from UTD a few years ago now. I finished in 2014 with the BS in Economics with the PreMed track, of course, and was also part of the C5 program. I graduated from high school in 2011, so I finished UTD a little bit early. Looking back on my decisions for where I can go to college back in 2011, I can easily say that picking UTD was the best decision I could make, both professionally and personally. I had a lot of other great options. I had UT Austin, UC Berkeley, UCLA, a lot of great schools that would have provided me with a suburb education. But choosing UTD was definitely the right choice for me. For one thing, there's excellent faculty. There's a C5 program, the Honors College, where I was able to interact with faculty, and also a lot of extracurricular opportunities. The great thing about the pre-med program at UTD is that it's not so hard to the point where you can't do extracurriculars and really balance yourself personally and professionally, but it's also not easy to the point where you don't feel prepared for your MCAT. And so for me, it was really having that delicate balance between ease and difficulty in the pre-med track that allowed me to excel and allowed me to feel prepared for medical school at UT Southwestern. Looking back, one of my favorite memories was the C5 program. Just going to the C5 office, seeing Valerie smile, seeing Dr. Harpo, Mr. Silks, and Dr. Dow, and taking their classes was just an amazing experience. And that was really what helped me develop ambition, and I think what really propelled me to get into UT Southwestern Medical School. I can't tell you how many times I've spoken with physicians or colleagues, medical school classmates. They bring up a book about the art of medicine or about different aspects of healthcare policy, and I just think back, wow, I read that book 6, 7 years ago back in Dr. Harpum's Medicine, Politics, and Philosophy reading course. So those books definitely come in handy. Also, I can say that when looking back at my acquaintances and friends who went to UTD and applied to med school through HPAC, the ones who were good applicants, they all got into medical school. The people who had decent MCAT scores, decent GPAs, they weren't just getting into 1, 2, but sometimes they were getting 4, 5, 6 pre-match acceptances into Texas medical schools, which means they basically had their pick. A lot of people getting into both Southwestern and Baylor, and the other great medical schools in Texas. And of course, now you even have people getting into med school out of state in places like Stanford, Johns Hopkins, and other institutions as well. So if I could, recommend a program to you, of course, there's a lot of factors you ought to look at with college. But the great thing about UTD is that it's, of course, for one thing, it's very affordable, and also there's a plethora of opportunities to get involved, to really grow yourself, to interact with faculty, and it has a track record of putting students into all the med schools, especially all the ones in Texas. So definitely would recommend UTD if you're looking at becoming a doctor and entering the healthcare industry, and wish you forward the best of luck in making your decision.